ലളിതപദക്രമരമ്യ രഞ്ജിതഭാവ യഥൈവ ശൈലൂഷി മമ ജിഹ്വാരംഗതലേ നൃത്യതു ദേവി സരസ്വതി നിത്യം. ഓം സം സരസ്വത്യൈ നമഃ. ഓം ശ്രീ മൂകാംബികായൈ നമഃ. Today what Swamiji have given the subject is Bakthi of Poonthanam, devotion. So what is Bhakti? That is a big question now. But I feel that a sattvic emotion which is derived from a positive mind towards the Lord can be called as Bhakti. So in that case, it's very difficult to gauge the depth of Bhakti of a person. We are talking Bakthi of Poonthanam. A living person now, or even our own Bhakti, we do not know what exactly it is. When I say that I am a Bhakta, it reflects the egoism. When I say I don't have Bhakti and I don't believe in Bhakti, that it reflects arrogance. So I think in between there is something. Ignorance. I do not know. Are we a Bhakta? I do not know. Only Bhagavan knows about my Bhakti. The best person to gauge a Bhakti of a person is Bhagavan only, not human beings. So in this context, I don't know how to talk about the Bakthi of Poonthanam, who was living in 16th and 17th century. Very, very difficult. So what best we can do is to correlate some incidents that has happened during his life with his devotion to Guru Ayurappa, Sri Krishna. And from that we can tell his story, and when his story is being combined together, it becomes history. His story is history. So go to history and the time and place where he was staying, we will go to that place and find out what has happened during that period. Now, I always used to feel, when somebody start talking, and that too if you know that he is going to talk about an hour or so, first you prepare for a nice sleep. If the talk is good, sleep is good. If sleep is not good, that clearly shows that he have not talked well. So, to avoid such situation, what I thought, we have a system, we have a food in South India, aripittu, where rice flour is used, steam cooked, and you can have 3 inches of rice flour and then half an inch of grated coconut in between, again 3 inches. So this grated coconut taste brings so much of taste for that aripittu. So what we will do, in between talks and all, we will have some Nama Sankirtana also, which works as a coconut grates. And pitta of course can be taken along with sugar, along with papadam, along with param, along with kadala, all those things. So we all have these things also. All dish are there. So Govinda Govinda Radhe Radhe 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 Govinda Govinda Radhe When the bhakti becomes intense, it is just like a milk, It's cooked milk. So boil it, boil, and again boil. It becomes first the yellow color and then becomes a 24 karat color. gold color. Like that bhakti, when it is solidifies, the ecstasy of the bhakti can be well expressed earlier by so many Bhagavatars in the previous years. I always remember the Prabhashanams of Thottam Vasudevan Nambudiri. Of course, his son also was there, Thottam Krishna Nambudiri, Vaishravanatha Raman Nambudiri, Meledatha Nambudiri, Ottur Unni Nambudiri Pad, Anyam Madhavan Nambudiri, and then his brother Krishna Nambudiri, Anyam Krishna Nambudiri. Going back again, Guruvayur Shastrigal, where they used to take the audience by their stories, the solidified state of devotional love of Gopikas towards Krishna. Bhakti Murcha. That is what? So that is that exactly that people have to experience. What will happen then? Guruvayurappa have no other choice but to just come in front of you and stand and extend his hands for any help that a person can have. That is the story of Poonthanam again. We can see 2-3 experiences that Poonthanam had during his period. The following shloka depicts one of the incidents where Krishna came to him when he was being attacked by robbers on his way from Malappuram district to Guruvayur on his way near Trichur. When there was a forest, robbers attacked him, and he was not very feeling bad because things were taking, but he had something to be given to Guruvayurappa. Robbers was taking that also. That he could not. Then he just narrates a shloka. Govinda Govinda Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe Radhe Govinda Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe त्राणे यात्वरा गजरक्षणे मय्या ते करुणा सिंधो सात्वरा त्वगदा प्रभो यात्वरा द्रौपदी त्राणे. How fast you have come to save Draupadi when Dushasana was trying to derobe her. Of course, Krishna is also not that type of playboy, that you must understand. When Draupadi was keeping one hand here and called him Dwaraka Vasin, Dushasana was pulling the rope. So Rukmini and Satyabhama was asking Krishna, are you deaf and dumb? Don't you see that? Why can't you just go? See, she thinks that she can help herself. And she calls me as Dwaraka Vasin. Dwaraka Vasin. That means I can take the time from Dwaraka to that place. And my Garuda is here, it's faster than the lightning. So just like that I can reach. So I can wait, till that time that she expects me to reach there. Then a situation comes that she understands that this will not help. Atmanivasi Krishna Kanaya. Put the hands up. No hand here. Only Krishna can help. Where is Krishna? Atmanivasi. Atmanivasi Krishna Kanaya. Krishna Kanaya, Krishna Kanaya, Krishna Kanaya, Krishna Kanaya, Paar karo mere jeevan naiya. happening. But the thing is that Krishna just on that instance was present there, not as Krishna, and was not trying to fight with Dushasana and all. Krishna came as a fabrics. And Dushasana was pulling. Finally, he became hypoglycemic and fell down. So that is Krishna. So, Poonthanam asks, Yatvara Draupadi Trani. That speed, where is it now? Yatvara Gajarakshane. Govinda Govinda Radhe Radhe Radhe. Surbalena grihita arto drishtva garunmati harim kha upatta chakram utshipya sambujagaram girimaha prichan narayana akhila guru bhagavan namaste narayana akhila guru bhagavan namaste. That Gajendra was being caught by the crocodile, and Krishna thought, he has to come fast, and he took Garuda and come, lightning speed of Garuda. Then Narayana Akhila Guru Bhagavan Namaste. When that was heard, and he thought that Garuda's speed is not that enough, and he jumped out of Garuda. And that jump also, he was thinking that it will not help this thing. So he threw the chakra and killed crocodile and pulled the Gajendra from this thing. Where is that speed now, Krishna? Yatvara gajarakshane mayyarte karuna sindho. Hey Karuna Sindho, the ocean of compassion. The ocean of compassion. Hey Krishna, Karuna Sindho, why can't you take that the same speed? That's what Poonthanam asks. Because the robbers are taking your own thing. He was not worried about his problems. Just like that, the galloping sound of a horse, and one dark young person appears in front of him, fights with the robbers, and then save him from. And he asks, who are you? How did you know that? No, he says that I am Angatacha, the chief of the army of Zamorin. But Zamorin is in Calicut. This has happened in Trichur district. No, you are from Zamorin's place, wherever you go, it is Raja's duty to take care of his citizen. So Raja asked me to send me, and then I am here. That's the thing. So Poonthanam, what did he do? Pavitra Modiram. It's a very costly golden ring, Pavitra Modiram. He takes off and then give it to Mangatachan. Mangatachan says, no, I don't want any of these things. No, but actually you have to keep this. This is my small gift for you. So he accepts, and Poonthanam reaches. By that time it was so late, and he could not go to the temple on that day. Next day early morning he thought, I will go next day, and he felt sleeping. So that Melshandi, the chief priest, gets a dream that tomorrow when you take the prasadam out from my feet, you have to be very careful. There will be a Pavitra Modiram there. Poonthanam will be coming there. You just give it to him. So next day when Poonthanam went there, surprisingly, Melshandi says, this is your ring. Krishna asked me to give you. So who saved him? as Mangatacha, Krishna. So that is the true bhakti. He just Yatvara Gaupati Trane Yatvara Gajarakshane Mayarte Karuna Sindho Satvara Kvagada Prabho. This again, in Hindi also one poet has written that if you call like Draupadi or Gajendra, definitely the God will come to you. Krishna Govinda Gopal Gate Chalo Bhakti ka marg badate chalo. You widen the road of bhakti, devotion. Krishna, for what you have to do? Only Krishna Govinda Gopal Gate Chalo. कोई कहते हैं भगवान आते नहीं, द्रौपदी की तरह तुम बुलाते नहीं. If you call like Draupadi, he will come. But nobody calls Krishna like what Draupadi have called. द्रौपदी की तरह तुम बुलाते नहीं, टेर गज की तरह तुम बुलाते चलो. कृष्णा गोविंद गोपाल गाते चलो. कृष्ण गोविंद गोपाल गाते चलो. Now, another story. What has happened? There is one adhyayam, 60th chapter of the Dashama Skanda, 10th Skanda of Srimad Bhagavata. Usually we will say this chapter of this Skanda, this chapter of this Skanda. But this particular chapter, it is known as Karhichit Adhyaya. Karhichit chapter. How it has come? Because the first sloka of that adhyaya starts with Karhichit. Once upon a time, when Krishna was taking rest in Dwaraka, Rukmini taking care of him. Karhichit sukhamaseenam swatalpastham jagalkurum patitam paryacharatal bhaishmi vyajanena sakhi janai. That is the first sloka. Karhichit sukhamaseenam. So when Krishna was sitting and Rukmini was taking care of him, fanning him, we have sometimes, we feel like teasing in a romantic mood the other person, or ragging or whatever you call it. So Krishna was asking Rukmini, see, why Rukmini you selected me? I don't understand. There were so many handsome fellows, healthy fellows with lot of money and kingdom and this thing. But I am only a Samanta and a Yadava whose wealth is only cows. I am black. I am not that handsome. Why did you select me? You could have selected some handsome fellows. Even now it is not too late. You can select somebody and then go. That's what he was telling. It was just a teasing only. But Rukmini took it so serious because her devotion to Krishna was something superb. She became shivering and the fan fell from her hands. Even the bangles were loose and she fainted finally and was about to fall down. Krishna knew his folly, that teasing was too much for her. So he jumped out of his sofa and was holding Rukmini, and at that time he forgot himself and he came there as Chaturbhuja, 4 hands to hold Rukmini and put her on her lap, his lap. That is the story there. That is the story. Poonthanam used to tell this. Once he was talking at Trishur, Vadakunnatha Kshetra. This Karhichit Adhyayam, he was explaining that Krishna's teasing and she feels this thing, fainted, and he got 4 hands at that time, forgetting that he is only a human being at that time. The 4 hands came and then took her and all. And story was just like seeing a movie, that's the thing. And with that chapter he stopped. Next day when he came there, again the paper note was before that Karhichit Adhyaya. So he started talking again, that also, again, second day. Third day he came, again it is on the 60th chapter. So he talked again on the third day also. Then the fourth day that has happened, he thought, these small children are playing fool of him. So he continued with the 61st chapter onwards and then continued. And after some time, he went to Kuttiur temple once. Wherever he goes, he will have Bhagavata Prabhashana. Like Swami Abhedananda used to do. Wherever he goes, 6:30 means his bhajan will be there. There is no doubt about it. 6:30 means bhajan will start. Wherever he goes. Like that Poonthanam used to have this Bhagavata Prabhashanam every day, wherever he goes. So in Kuttiur temple also, he had the Bhagavata Prabhashanam, not this Karhichit Adhyaya. Some other Adhyaya he was narrating, and incidentally forgot to take that book when he went back. Night only he remembered, oh, my Bhagavatam is there in temple. So he went there, nobody was there. It was still dark. But he was near that Shilakam, that is Sanctum Sanctorium, and in Mukhamandavam, he heard that somebody is reading this Karhichit Adhyayam and explaining. And he was looking at, wonderfully he knew that it was Lord Shiva himself was reading Karhichit Adhyayam and narrating the story to Sri Parvati. And at the end of the chapter, Shiva asked him, how was my explanation on this Adhyaya? Then Parvati, it seems, that told him, it was good, definitely, it's okay. But you will never go near to Poonthanam. When Poonthanam says, there is life in that. That is how this Adhyayam have got the name as Karhichit Adhyayam. So even Parvati and Shiva feels that there in Trishur, Shiva only wanted to listen to Poonthanam every day, and here Parvati says, that was much better than what even Shiva could not reach the standard of Poonthanam as far as Bhagavatam is concerned. Now, he was living from 1547 to 1640, history says, and have so many works done, so many works. Of course, Jnanapana is the famous, but he have done lot of, as far as devotional poems are concerned, mainly can be classified to two, Ganamritam and Jnanamritam. We can call it Jnanamritam and Stotramritam. These are the two types of things he have done. In Jnanamritam, we have first Jnanapana, then 108 Hari, which is known as Hari Stotram. It is popularly known as 108 Hari. And Sri Krishna Karnamritam. Sri Krishna Karnamritam is also a very big work of Poonthanam. And Santana Gopalam, Pana, Santana Gopalam, Stotram also. Kuchela Vartam Pana as well as Stotram. And there is one Ghana Sangham. That is the only one poem he has written about Thirumanthangundinamma. Not Krishna. All the others are about Krishna only. He is a Krishna Bhakta, basically. But this is that I will come back to you again. And Stotram, there are more than 50 Stotrams. More than 50. So literary work critics have the same opinion that Poonthanam was not that particular about the correctness of the making of a poem. When I was studying in college, I had a habit of writing few shlokas and poems. And my friends used to say it is very good and all. So my brother-in-law told me, Instead of writing something A, B, C, you write something about Krishna and send it to Anya Madhav Namburi, so that it will be published in Sri Guru Ayurpan magazine. So I wrote 6-7 slokas, 8-line slokas, and then sent to Anya Madhav Namburi. The third day I got a phone call from, I was in Calicut, Anya Madhav Namburi, Hari, he calls me Hari only. Hari, your slokas I received. Bhakti is there in that, but Kavitvam is not seen there. Better stop writing poems, concentrate on Bhakti. So when you write poems, you cannot write anything just like what you want. There is a Kavitvam should be there. But surprisingly, Poonthanam was not very particular about these things. Whatever he felt, he will write. And it used to be a good poem. That's the thing. See, if you take Sri Krishna Karnamritam, but that doesn't mean that he was an illiterate. He knew what is what. Or rather, Krishna was made him understand what is what. That is more important. Because I am coming again to some other, he has written in Tamil also. A person who was staying in Malappuram in 15th and 16th century, writing in Tamil, 2 literary works are there in Tamil. Poonthanam has written. So, Sri Krishna Karnamritam, you can see that there is Indra Vrajra Vrittam, Shrangadhara Vrittam, Vasanta Tilakam, Shardula Vikrididam, and Ubendra Vrajra. All these Vrittams are there. He has specifically given step by step by step by, and 169 stanzas. That is Sri Krishna Karnamritam. So, then we have Anjana Sridhara Stotram. That is a Shrangadhara. It's a beautiful thing that we can always think. Akambund Ashtami Rohini Yoru Magalam Noru Nal Ardharatro Cholkollum Chignamase Mudumatiyu Mudikyunna Mukhe Muhurte, Malayalam and Sanskrit, Manipravalam, both combined together. Trikayil Shanku Chakrambuja Kadagal Darichoru Balaswaruvam Takkatil Devake Kim Kanavanu Manayat Darshidam Kaidurunne. Like that, you have a Manipravalam model stotram. Now you can see that Narayana Stotram. All lines, each line starts with A, E, U, like that it starts. It's not an easy thing. Narayana Jaya, Narayana Jaya, Narayana Jaya, Narayana, Narayana Jaya, Narayana Jaya, Narayana Jaya, Narayana, Amala Kamala Dalalochana Jaya Jaya, Ananda Rupa Manohara Jaya Jaya, Indira Ramana Mukunda Jaya Jaya, Ishvara Murahara Shashwata Jaya Jaya, Uttama Purusha Puratana Jaya Jaya, Purikrita Karuna Bhara Jaya Jaya, Rishigana Parinota Gunagana Jaya Jaya, Egatana Sagalatmaka Jaya Jaya. Just like that it goes. A, E, U, just like then ka, ga, ga, cha, 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 nya, ta, 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 na, that's finally cha. That is come. Sarasija Dala Kala Lochana Jaya Jaya, Aladhara Sahaja Sanadana Jaya Jaya, Ayasarga Viharana Vishwapate Jaya, Charanadira Hira Karunagara Jaya, Narayana Jaya, Narayana Jaya, Narayana Jaya, Narayana Jaya, Narayana Jaya, from A to Cha. That is what, this thing. Do you think that illiterate can do such things? We have one more thing, Anjana Sridhara. Anjana Sridhara Charamurte Krishna, Anjali Kupi Vanangidunne, Ananda Alankara Vasudeva Krishna, Atangamella Magatirane, Indira Natha Jagadnivasa Krishna, Innanda Mumbil Tilangidane. Like that, A, I, E, U, just like that. It goes up to A. That is the thing. Now, I told you that he has written one about Tamil also. Adiyile Advidiyamanathotru Chittirundu, Vadamulla Vadigalkku Vadamatta Chittirundu, Jnanamulla Jnanigalkku Jnanamatta Chittirundu, Karmamulla Karmigalkku Karmamatta Chittirundu, Mohamulla Mohigalkku Mohamatta Chittirundu, Dehamulla Dehigalkku Dehamatta Chittirundu, Kariyavum Karanavum Egamaya Chittirundu, Kalaparam Vyomaparam Brahmaparam Chittirundu. Like that it goes with Chittirundu. Finally, Jajuvile Pannagampol Mittayenno Chatirangal. See, typical Tamil. We never say Shastrangal. Chatirangal. Shuktiyile Rajatambol Vishwamenno Chatirangal. Darpanathil Pradimukam Pol Vishwamenno Chatirangal. Abhravarnam enna pole Vishwamenno Chatirangal. Vasudeva, 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 Vamapuradhishwara Jagannatha Vibho Vasudeva. So, this, I am here from 1964 onwards in Chennai. I could not get the meaning of Shuktile Rajatambol Vishwamanno. What is that Rajuvile Pannagambol Mithayenno Jatirangal? But he writes sitting there in Malappuram district, these lines. So what does it show? It's been made to write by Krishna using Poondanam's hands. That's the thing. So when we take the poems or the works of a person, usually you can see that you expect somebody to certify. Then only he becomes good. Why I am coming and sitting here, Swamiji, suppose Swamiji tells tomorrow that he talked well, then that is my credit. Otherwise, so those days, Ullur, Mahakavi Ullur, what he has told about Poondanam's Kritis. And there is N.V. Krishnavaidyar, who was a greatest critic in Malayalam literature. What he has written about Poondanam, that I'll quote here. Sri Ullur said, though we can see some imperfectness in Poondanam's Kritis, the undercurrent of the Bhakti Ganga Pravaham diminishes those small mistakes and makes these poems the gem amongst all devotional poems available in Malayalam. That is what he has written, Ullur. The importance of Harinama Japa has been well explained in such a simple way that even an illiterate would understand the subject without any doubt. Ullur designated Poondanam as Mahakavi. A Mahakavi calls another Kavi Mahakavi is very, very difficult. That to Ullur. Now what N.V. Krishnavaidyar has written, he was a big critic those days. Poondanam never ever bothered for the perfectness whenever he wrote a poem. But the sattvic thinking, the bhakti bhava and his own simple language always went close to make his works a line above all other literary works in their simplicity, naturality, devotional attitude and high energy packed words. High energy packed words, underline. That is what N.V. Krishnavaidyar has written about Poondanam. These are the two testimonials, we call it nowadays, isn't it? Testimonial is a must. Testimonial. So Poondanam was not, what does it actually show? The perfectness of his creations, Krishna made, so that people would like it. You can write a very, very, very absolutely high profile languageal literature project. But if people don't like it, where are you then? But if you try some simple words use and then good story, and people like it, what will happen then? That is what Poonthanam have done. Now, another story. I will tell you only stories today. I will go to Rukmini Swayamvaram, Srimad Bhagavata. So, Poonthanam used to have Bhagavata Prabhashanam whenever he is there in Guruvayur. 3:30 means he will have his, Kuttambalam, he will have his Prabhashanam at 3:30 in the afternoon. A lot of people will be there. That day it was Rukmini Swayamvaram. So, these Bhagavatas, they just don't translate the Sanskrit language to Malayalam or English or Tamil or whatever it means. They will create a story. Then only it will be interested for others. So, what I have heard from Thotam Vasudeva Nambudiri. And Thotam Vasudeva Nambudiri always used to say, this was Poonthanam used to say. That's all I know. So, there, Rukmini Vacha. That's the thing. Govinda Govinda Radhe. Ellarum share the pattern. Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe. Govinda Govinda Radhe. Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe. Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe. Radhe Govinda शृण्वतान्ते निर्विश्य कर्ण विवरैर्हरतोऽङ्गतापान् रूपं दृशां दृशिमतामखिलार्थलाभं त्वय्यच्युता विचति चित्रमपत्रपं मे कात्वा मुकुन्द महती कुलशीलरूपविद्यावयो द्रविणधामभिरात्मतुल्यं धीरापतिं कुलवती न वृणीत कन्या काले नृसिंह नरलोकमनोभिरामम्. Here, Thotam Vasudeva Nambudiri with it. Hey Bhuvana Sundara. See? He says, he never says Rukmini Vacha. Rukmini Vacha means Rukmini said. But there the story comes. Rukmini, how can Rukmini come to Dwaraja and then talk? So, Thotam Vasudeva Nambudiri always used to say, Rukmini sent a Brahmin with a love letter. The first love letter ever in this universe written by a girl to a boy. And what she has addressed, Bhuvana Sundara, the handsomest of the all handsomes of the whole world. See the addressing. Krishna blushed, it seems, having heard that. These are all Thotam Vasudeva Nambudiri used to say, which he says Poonthanam used to say. Okay. So, and Brahmana was, Krishna said, okay, you read that letter. So Brahmana was reading. Shrutva gunan bhuvana sundara shrunvatam te. So when you tell stories, always there will be, when you say something to somebody, he will say, Isn't it? After every sentence, That I have heard. Shrutva gunan bhuvana sundara shrunvatam te. Nirvishya karna vivarai haradongatapan. Rupam drisham drishimatam akhilarthalabham. Tvayachyuta vichati chitram apatrapam me. no then. Then Brahmana looked up and saw that Krishna is not there. Krishna is not there. So Brahmana then what to do? He stopped reading. Next sentence. Then from inside a voice came. No, you continue, I am listening. Hey Krishna, where are you? What are you doing? I am packing my clothes. By the time that he next stanza or the next to next stanza or the next to next to next stanza, he must be ready with a bag to go to Rukmini. That is the thing. This is the story that Poonthanam used to say. So Brahmana coming, love letter, all those things were there. So incidentally what has happened, on a particular day, there was a Brahmin from Tamil Nadu who was an authority in all Upanishads, Vedas, Puranas, Itihasas, everything. He was there in the back of the Kotambaram listening to Poonthanam. When this has come, story has come, that Brahmin got up and asked, Sir, where is it written that Rukmini wrote a letter to Krishna in Bhagavatam? Everybody was stunned. Poonthanam didn't know what to say for that. Nowhere it is written. But the voice came from the Sanctum Sanctorium. Oh great Brahmin literate, where is it written in Bhagavata that Rukmini have not written a letter to me? See, I say that I received a letter. That was the voice from the Sanctum Sanctorium. This Brahmin runs to Poonthanam, prostrate in front of him. Sir, now I understand that my literary work or literary power is nowhere near your bhakti. Krishna wants in that way. So whatever a bhakta says, Krishna says that is correct. Not that what he says. Whatever he says, Krishna says that he makes sure that it is correct. That is Krishna and that is bhakti. Coming back to historical evaluation. Poonthanam, Kururamma, Villumangalthu Swamiyar and Melpattur Narayana Bhattadripad. They were all contemporaries. You have heard about the story of Poonthanam writing the whole Sri Krishna Karnavardham, going to our Bhattadripad and requested him to correct any, this thing is there, you please. So Bhattadripad had a little bit of ego at that time, and he said, you write in Malayalam and all, I am a Sanskrit scholar. So you show it to somebody else. It is not my part of a bread. So the story says, that night Bhattadripad developed severe pain, rheumatic pain, and Krishna comes and tells him, I like much more Poonthanam's bhakti than your vibhakti. Vibhakti is your knowledge in language. So Krishna always used to show that bhakti is always much more important than the vibhakti. And there is another story where Kururama invited this Villumangalthu Swamiyar. Those days, we will have puja, parayanam, everything, and then about 10 o'clock only you have your first food. They don't call it breakfast, and there is no breakfast and lunch separate. So now we call it brunch. Brunch. Breakfast with lunch. So 10:30, that would be the usual thing. So Villumangalthu Swamiyar goes there and surprisingly finds that Krishna was preparing everything. A beautiful, sumptuous lunch and serving to everybody. Like a servant in a house. That was Kururama's bhakti. See, all these bhaktas joined together on those days, and you can imagine that situation of that happiness, the energy of happiness that flows at that period in Kerala. You can see. Now, Krishna always used to go to Villumangalthu Swamiyar. When he does his puja, Krishna will go there, sit on his lap, take the prasadam and then go. One day he was missing. So Villumangalathu Swamiyar was a little bit worried. Oh, today what has happened? Krishna is not coming. So he went to Poonthanam. With the next person, Poonthanam must be having Krishna with him. That is why he may not be leaving him. So he went to Poonthanam. Poonthanam said he have not come here also. So they went to Kururama. When he reached there and asked Kururama, Krishna was here, he have not come there. What has happened? Then Kururama said, oh my God, my God. Early morning that fellow came here and was disturbing to my daily course and all, So I was a little bit annoyed. I put him in a big pot, kept a wooden slab there and a big stone on that, so that he won't disturb me. I forgot about it. It was about 9:30, 10 o'clock. I didn't even give milk to Krishna. Poor boy, what would have happened? And she went and then opened. With a mischievous smile, he is sitting there. And Kururama was crying. Krishna, I am so sorry I didn't even give you milk. No, this is my direction that you did, because I wanted to see all the three together. So I did the play. So let us enjoy. You give me milk, we are all this thing. So that was Krishna. Where you can see that Poonthanam, who is more bigger bhakta? Everybody at the end, the top end of bhakti. That is the thing. Actually, that is bhakti. Krishna wants to see them. Not that we want to see Krishna. Krishna wants to see them. And once Poonthanam had a measles attack. Those days, measles attack is very dangerous thing. So somebody told him, it's better that you write something and you pray Tiruvandhangundalamma. That is the best way that you can. And it is said that he wrote that Ghana Sangham, that poem. Ghana Sanghamidayumna Tanugandhi Turunne Anitingal Kalachudum Pinijada Turunne Dushtarama Sureda Hikyati Jwalikyam Adukan Milimunum Nidinavum Turunne. Like that, he has written Ghana Sangham. This Ghana Sangham is being sung even now, every day in Tiruvandhangunal early morning. Like P. Leela's Janapana, they are here, and Narayaniyam. In Tiruvandhangunal, every day, this Ghana Sangham is being sung every day. Now, Poonthanam becomes old. He finds it difficult to Guruvayur every often. So Krishna, one day, he comes and tells him, you do one thing. In the left-hand side of Tiruvandhangundalamma, you construct a small temple for me. That is known as Idathu Purathappan. Idathu Purathappan. Left-hand side, a person who is sitting on the left-hand side. It is Chaturbhujadhari, Vishnu. And the history says that he was doing puja there and then leaving. Afterwards, he didn't go to Guruvayur, because Idathu Purathappan was the final listing where he was. And I have to tell something about Kuchelavrtam also in between. What he says written on Kuchelavrtam. As if we have seen that. Valladengilum Tannal Adipriyam Bhaktaraya Janangal Tarigilo Bhuktikketam Sukhamundu Bhusura. Inni Vanna Marul Chayda Neratha Mandam Marapadi Northapol Trukkai Kandu Pidichang Alichudan Vekkam Vail Narachan Aviline. കല്ലുമുണ്ട് കരിഞ്ഞതുമുണ്ടതിൽ നല്ല വിലൻ അരുൾ ചെയ്തു പിന്നെയും മെല്ലെ വാരിക്കരത്തിൽ പിടിച്ചുടൻ ഭക്ഷിച്ചിടുവാനായി തുടങ്ങുമ്പോൾ ലക്ഷ്മി ദേവി കരം പിടിച്ചിടിനാൾ ധന്യനാകിയ തോഴന് ദാസിയായ എന്നെ നൽകുവാനേറ്റ മുറച്ചിതോ. രുക്മിണി is asking. എന്നീവണ്ണ മരുളി ഭഗവതി നന്ദഗോപകുമാരനോട് അന്നേരം ലക്ഷ്മി ചെന്ന വചനങ്ങൾ കേട്ട അവിൽ ഭക്ഷണത്തിൽ നീശൻ വിരമിച്ചു. So when Kuchela went there, Krishna asked, what have you brought for me? So it is only avil which he has taken, with stones also, karinyadu, all those things are there. So Krishna takes it and puts it in his mouth. When he put the first fist on his mouth, Lakshmi Devi has already left for Kuchela's hut and converted to a big golden palace with all testimonials. It was there, ready. And again Krishna takes the second fist. Then Rukmini holds his hands. Are you going to make the servant maid of Kuchela me? Then she will have to become the servant maid to Kuchela when he takes second fist. So Krishna was, oh Rukmini, I am very sorry. In front of my devotee, I am nothing. So I forget myself and thought that, I never thought that you will have to go there. This is the same way he has written here, as if he has seen that. So when you go from history to Puranas, you go to Dwapara Yuga. Kuchela went there, isn't it? So he was the actor there, acting with Krishna. And Kuchela had another 7 generations down. Successors. Son, 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 son. 7 generations. After 7 generations, there was no further going. After thousands of years, Kuchela take a rebirth. There also he has 7 generations. Again after so many years, Sudama takes second rebirth. That was Poonthanam. That was Poonthanam. So Poonthanam not thought about all those things. He was one of the actors there. He could see that what has happened. That is why these lines have become like that. As though it has happened in front of him. It has happened in front of him. Now there is a question. Everybody knows now how Jnanapana came. Poonthanam didn't have children for a longer period. And he prayed and finally he got a boy. Correct? When he got a boy, at that Annaprasham day, that boy dies by accident. So, instead of getting frustrated, he gets vairagya, and that is why Jnanapana has come. So now, Poonthanam also had 7 generations, like Kuchela, Sudama. First rebirth and second rebirth also he had 7 generations. How it has happened? When he had only one son who died, how comes the 7 generations? He was at the age of 90 plus, thought, I must have a son to continue my thing. So wife was 80 plus, he was 90 plus. He transferred the Brahma Tejas to his wife and she delivers a boy. And there were 7 generations there also. The last 7th successor was Poonthanam Sri Raman Nambudiri. Raman Nambudiri, reference book is Kuruva Narayana Nambudiri, book Poonthanam Vaikuntathil, which is written in 1984. So it is not just story, it is history only. So he also had 7 generations. So now we do not know when that Sudama will come back again. Maybe sometimes it will come. When you tell this story, we have to think of Jnanapana only. Jnanapana, one of his most famous kriti, Swami Abhedananda, whenever he sings a bhajan, at the end he will sing Jnanapana, then only he will stop. So we will, little bit of Jnanapana also we will sing and then. Krishna Krishna Mukunda Janardana Krishna Govinda Narayana Hare Achyutananda Govinda Madhava Achyutananda Narayana Hare Krishna Krishna
you explain one verse from Jnanapada?
Pardon?
Can you explain one verse from Jnanapada today?
Okay. Never ever feel bad that you are living here, because even if you are born as a patitan or a Brahmin, whatever it might be, a person who is a deaf and dumb, except those people, so many names of gods are there. You say one with your tongue. Once, at least once, and if you cannot say that, at least hear one. Just once in your lifetime. Whenever you sit quiet, once a day, even without your knowledge, in a dream, you listen to the Nama. You mock at somebody using the word of the God. You talk ill of God. Even then that word comes to your mouth, tongue, isn't it? Even then. Okay, I am not interested. But my daddy is telling that, okay, for your sake I will. Okay, for somebody you talk, say something. Wherever you sit, either chant or listen. That moment you get mukti. What is mukti? Detachment feeling of your this thing. That is mukti. That is exactly mukti. The feeling of detachment to anything, where you don't require anything else. You are happy with what you have. If you don't have, you are happy. If you have, happy. Detachment. That is. And Brahma Sayujyam. You get the ecstasy of the oneness of the Brahma. You get that ecstasy. That is. Don't think that I am telling this. Sridharacharya said that. That's what Poonthanam said. I didn't tell you. But not that I am telling. Poonthanam was telling. No. That such a great man says, I am not telling these things. Sridharacharya says. Badarayanan says. Gita also says the same thing. All Vedas are also telling the same thing. Not that I am telling. So, Amodam Pundu Cholluvin Namangal. Be happy to sing songs of the Lord. Anandam Pundu Brahmacharya, to achieve the ecstasy of the devotional energy with the Brahma. Just chant. All these things I told you, if you want, you do it. No compulsion. No compulsion. If you want, do it. I am telling only this, the goodness of the Tirunama. That is that. If you find that it is wrong, I am sorry. Finally he says. And he never makes anybody to compel doing these things. If you want, take it, good for you. That's all you see. That is the thing. So, that is basically he stops with that Jnanapana. I go back to Bhagavatam, one slokam. Govinda, Govinda, Radhe, 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 Govinda, Govinda, Radhe. Vaijayantim cha malam Randhran veno adhara adharasudhaya purayan gopavrindai vrindaranyam swapadaramanam pravishal geeta kirtim. Sweet Murali Gana. Randhran Veno Adharasudhaya Purayan Gopavrindaihi Vrindaranyam Svabadaramanam. The celestial dance of Krishna and Gopikas in Vrindavan. That is what here it explains. There is one more reason that I selected this particular sloka, because Shuka Brahmarshi, Shuka was born to Vyasa, and the moment that he was born, he started running off. So Vyasa wanted his son. So Shuka said, no, I am not interested. I am going to the Brahma Tattva. I have no attachment to anything. But hey son, he calls Vyasa, goes behind. Finally Narada comes in between and tells, you do one thing, you start narrating Srimad Bhagavata. At some moment Shuka will stop. You can see that. And when this sloka came, Varhapidam Matavaravu Karnayo Karnigaram Vibhratva Sanganaka Kapisham Vaijayantim Chamala Randhran Venor Adharasudhaya Gop Urayan Gopavrindai Vrindaranyam Sabadaravanam Pravishal Geeta Kirti. When he chanted this sloka, Shuka stopped. Sudden break. Oh Dad, continue please. That was the sweetness of that particular stanza where he explained the celestial dance of Gopikas. And Gopikas were great bhaktas, isn't it? They also had ego then. So they wanted to have, ego means individual ego. Everybody wanted Krishna for myself. You will say in Bhakti Marga that is admissible. Bhakti Marga, yes, you can. But yes, there is an iota of ego-ness there also. So finally they go to Kartyayini Devi and pray. Kartyayini Mahamaye Mahayogennadhishwari Nandagopasutam Devi Patime Kurute Nama. So Katyayini, after some time, she appears in front of Gopikas and say, I will give you a secret mantra. You chant that so that you will get Krishna. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Iti Shodashakam Namna Kali Kalmasha Nashanam Nada Paradaropaya Sarva Vedeshu Drishyate Sarva Vedeshu Drishyate. Iti Shodashakala Avratasya Purushasya Avarana Vinashanam Tata Prakashate Parambrahma Meghapaye Ravirashmi Mandali Vedi. Like the clouds are being passed off with a wind and the sun becomes clear to you. The God becomes clear to you. God comes to you. So, this Shodasha mantra, Katyayini gives an Upadesha, initiation to Gopikas. And they start doing it and Krishna appears. Again what happens? The dance. Celestial dance. All Abhedananda. नटवरलाल गिरिधर गोपाल, जय जय नंद यशोदा के बाल, जय जय नंद यशोदा के बाल, जय जय नंद यशोदा के बाल, नटवरलाल गिरिधर गोपाल, जय जय नंद यशोदा के बाल, सार सार सबके सार, सार सार सबके सार, श्री राधा श्री राधा श्री राधा रसिक वर रास विहारी, नटवर लाल गिरिधर, जय जय नंद यशोदा के बाल, शरद पौर्णिमा निर्मल यमुना, शरद पौर्णिमा निर्मल यमुना, अद्भुत रास महोत्सव अनुपमा, अद्भुत रास महोत्सव अनुपमा, स्फटिक स्फटिक मय गोपी मंडल स्फटिक स्फटिक मय गोपी मंडल धाम, गोपी गोपी मध्ये मरदक श्याम, 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 सार सार सबके सार, राधा रसिक वर रास बिहारी, राधा रसिक वर रास बिहारी, नटवर लाल गिरिधर गोपाल, जय जय नंद यशोदा के बाल, नंद यशोदा के बाल, यशोदा के बाल, गोपी गोपी मध्ये मरतक श्याम. For each gopi there is one Krishna. Each gopi, because what was the prayer? Pati me kurde mama. So every gopi had one Krishna of their own. See, Krishna have no limitations in giving, Give, 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 give. If you have bhakti, Krishna will start giving you. Only you have to hold that, that's all. Okay, then what happens? Every gopikas again feel that Krishna is mine, Krishna is mine, Krishna is mine, Krishna is mine. Finally Krishna disappears. Krishna disappears. Gopika Geetam comes. Jayati Detikam Krishna Janmana Vraja Shayata Indira Krishna Shashwatatrahi Daita Drishyata Krishna Dikshutavaka Tvairastava Krishna Twaminyame. They are crying, they didn't know what to do. Krishna disappears just like that. But after this thing, Krishna comes. Idi gopya pragayanda pralapandyascha chitrada rurudussuswaram rajan Krishna darshana lalasa tasamavirabushauris mayamana mukhambujaha idambaradharasragvi Sakshal Manmatha Manmatha. Total detachment person, Sri Shuka says, Sakshal Manmatha Manmatha. Krishna have blessed for a second time. First he blessed when Rukmini called him Bhuvana Sundara. Here an Aishtika Brahmachari calls him Manmatha Manmatha, handsomest of the all handsomes. So it says that Krishna blushed. So Krishna comes back. Okay. Now Narada also came at that time. Narada also came at that time. And Narada tells Gopikas, you had your Shodasha mantra and Krishna came to you. But when Krishna came again, you developed ego again. So there is only one way, that another mantra, another secret I will tell you on this Shodasha mantra, that if you do that Shodasha mantra in the reverse order, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. If you chant like that, ego cannot reach you. It will chase away the ego from you. So if you can see, again Amidananda always used to stop Hare Rama. He will start as Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. That is how he starts the bhajan. At the end, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So what we will do, we will chant like this and take our own Krishna along with us and go home. Don't leave him. Okay? We all will take Krishna. Okay? No ego will be there. Only Bhakti Bhava will be there. Okay? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare